Rob Kardashian doesn't like how Kris Jenner seems to be trying to make money off of Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna's dream of having a kid.
This was like, honestly, it's up to me. Like, it really wasn't hers on everything, including Dad's grave and the Bible.
The Kar-Jenner women have been getting a lot of criticism lately for using their daughters to make money and get famous while ignoring their sons totally. Kris even tried to get a few patents in Dream's name not too long ago.
You've been putting a lot of attention on the clash of Grace and Bossano.
Kris wants Dream to be like Kylie Jenner, so she is already teaching her how to become a star in the beauty industry. So, how does Rob feel about Kris trying to make money off of his daughter, and why does his dream involve spending more time with Kris than with Rob?
Let's get into it. Reports say that Rob Kardashian is very afraid that his mother, Kris Jenner, will ruin his daughter's dreams by putting her in the spotlight. Fans say that Rob is too weak to do anything about it, and they think that Dream's mother, Blac Chyna, filed to get full custody.
In November 2016, Dream was born to Rob and his girlfriend, Angela White, also known as Blac Chyna. But just 1 month after Dream was born, Rob and Angela got into a very physical fight at Kylie Jenner's house. This problem quickly got worse, and Angela and the whole Kar-Jenner family got into a very public fight over it. Even though Rob supported Angela at first, he wasn't strong enough to stand up to his family, and they were able to get him to sue her over what happened at Kylie's house.
Kylie and Rob sued Angela, saying that she tried to choke Rob with an iPhone cord.
They also said she tried to get money from the Kardashian family by threatening them. Rob and Kylie also said that Angela's choice to have a baby with Rob was a complete lie to get money from the Kardashian family. They also said that she was a stripper who had made a name for herself as a money-hungry, shameless fake celebrity. Angela fought back with a defamation lawsuit, saying that the Kar-Jenner sisters, led by Kris, made fun of her on social media and used their power with the E!
Network to get her reality show, Rob and Chyna, taken off the air. The jury sided with the Kar-Jenners, saying that there was no proof they slandered Angela, and the Kar-Jenners didn't stop there. And after Angela lost the defamation case, they used it to make her look like a bad mom. Khloe even tried to say on a recent show of the Kardashians that she is a better mom than Angela is so slow. Coach before service. When good reasons came from trying things out and seeing what worked. But Angela wasn't going to let this go. She later talked to TMZ about Khloe's words and said that Rob is the one who always leaves Dream at Khloe's house. Angela and Rob share physical custody of Dream.
Angela says that when it's Rob's turn to hang out with Dream, he always drops her off at Kris or Khloe's house. But what's crazy is that TMZ founder Harvey Levin, who is also a close friend of Kris, tried to change the story during Angela's interview. He said he heard that Angela only has 30% custody of Dream and that Khloe is the one raising her. Angela didn't wait to check TMZ though, and she told them that she and Rob share parenting 50-50. She can't stop Rob from leaving Dream with Khloe, though. And I could be wrong, but I think you had a dream about 30% of the time. Are you making plans to change that? How do you talk to Rob and, I assume, the rest of the family? Because I know that Khloe also helped to raise Dream.
Are you making progress in that area because of this?
We share parenting 50-50.
That's the first thing.
Also, I can't stop Khloe from watching Dream at Rob's house, which is where he has his daughter. Angela also put an end to all of the tales about how she raised her kids. And she said that when Dream is with her, she is 100% there, which is not the case with Rob. But I'll tell you this, I'm always there when she's at home with Mom. And now we're hearing that Rob is starting to wonder if he should stay with Dream. Kris and Khloe was a good idea because Kris has already started working extra hard to make Dream the next Kardashian celebrity.
Just in case you weren't paying attention.
Dream is the only child whose last name is Kardashian. And Kris does everything she can to make money off of that face. The Sun recently reported that the Kardashians tried to get 5 titles in Dream's name, even though Angela didn't give them permission. According to the court papers, Kris planned to trademark Dream's name for various beauty goods and services, such as skincare, clothes, toys, and advertising. The Sun says that Angela didn't want to sign on to the trademark request, so the judge shut down all 5 patents. But Kris Jenner doesn't seem to be giving up, and it's said that she's trying to stop Angela from Dream from having a job. What's crazy is that Rob's public Instagram page is run by Kris. If you scroll through the feed, you'll see that there are more pictures of Dream than of Rock. Kris and Khloe recently got Dream to be in an ad for Country Crock plant butter. And all of these crispy rice treats supposedly caught Angela by surprise. I love these things about Country Crock. It is the only thing in my fridge that is older than me. Since the beginning of time, I've had this. Yes, there is nothing wrong with this ad. But it's still very strange that Kris and Khloe, who are worth a lot of money, are still so greedy that they'll do anything for a check. It looks like Kris is taking advantage of every chance he gets to put Dream in the spotlight. And it's really strange that Rob is letting this happen, since he is known for being private and hates being in the spotlight. But if you think about it, this is very typical of Kris and how she raises her kids. Kris started putting all of her girls in the spotlight from a young age and giving them too much attention, while she forgot about Rob. And now, with the exception of Khloe, all of the other Kardashian sisters are doing the same thing. They use their daughters for power and barely pay attention to their boys. And it's sad that Angela can only do so much because when Dream is with Rob, she spends more time with Kris and Khloe than with her dad. Angela recently went on Young Miami's talk show Kershaw, Please, where she said that if it were up to her, she wouldn't even post pictures of her kids online. She said that it's hard enough to keep them safe from the world they're growing up in, and putting them on social media won't help. And I don't post much about my kids because, well, they're already going to be who they are because of their parents and the rest of the family. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, why bother putting out my kids? So this means that the only reason we always see shots of Dream on social media is because Rob always leaves her with Kris and Khloe. In fact, if you look at Khloe's Instagram, you'll see that she has more shots of Dream than of her own son, Tatum. Angela also said that she would like to keep Dream out of the press so she can work on her creativity and not be forced to become famous or taught to care too much about her looks. I want to keep them as far away from other people as possible so they can use their imaginations and be super creative and not be like, okay, let's go outside, and this is like tense, and giving them anxiety and things like that. So, even though they have to think about how they look, what they wear, and other things from a young age, that's not what I want them to do. But if Rob is worried about Kris using Dream for his own gain, why doesn't he do something? As a parent, he could easily limit how much time Kris and his sisters spend with Dream and stop Kris from posting pictures of Dream on Instagram. Now, some people say that it's not enough that Rob cares, since he's not doing anything about it, and they think Angela should have full custody of Dream. Angela should file a lawsuit to get full custody of her daughter by showing that Rob doesn't care for her when he leaves her with other people. One friend said that Dream should go back to her mother's side, and another wrote, "Oh, honey, there's no way in hell I would put up with that. Angela girl, don't care what they say, stand your ground. Those Kardashian women have no business getting involved in your child's life. They are also not good examples to follow. Just like Kanye should save his child, so should you save your kid. But tell us what you think about this. If Rob is worried about Kris taking advantage of Dream, why doesn't he do anything about it? And do you think Angela should have full control of Dream? Let us know in the comments below. And be sure to hear the next story.